What's going on, guys? Coach Kiki
with Coach Beckyn,
and we are in the content house. And today we're going to talk about kind of how we got started in competing and lifting, and just a little background so you guys know more about us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's almost our 2-year anniversary.
Yes.
Which is wild to think. But I got started. Kiki was my second coach. So it was summer of 2020. And I started I had one friend. Okay, actually, rewind farther than
don't
that.
have one friend. I don't have any friends.
Yeah, I don't have any friends anymore besides her. Okay, I knew this girl that did a competition. I was like, that's so cool. Like, she looks great. You know, you always I want to do it because of how she looked, right?
Yeah.
So then I started looking up on Pinterest, bodybuilding, and basically taught myself how to track macros. And then I was like, I know I need to do building season. And then, so that winter, that was my plan. But that didn't happen. Because it was just me. I didn't know what I was doing. I got distracted. I started being an idiot. And then that summer, I was like, all right, I got to do something. I want to look better. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Superficial, yes. So that was a superficial reason to do it. But I wasn't on Instagram at the time. I deleted it. And then I just had YouTube. So I was searching for bikini coaches online. I found mine there, hired her. I did a 16-week prep. I was small. So really I was kind of my calories were higher. And then
you're just kind of doing a body recomp probably.
Yeah. And then I competed in 16 weeks. It was the smallest show ever. It was I was so disappointed because there was 4 bikini girls, and I actually told everybody after I was done that there was 8 because there was 8 women total.
Oh my god.
So I won my class by default. There was one other girl in my class, which I did still win, but I don't know why, because you saw my pictures.
Yeah.
I was so small. I wasn't brought in right. Compared to what we do now.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I had no idea what she was doing with me or anything at all. I didn't get one repeat.
Oh my god.
I was 111 pounds the day before.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'5" or 5'6".
You're basically 5'6".
I'm 5'6". For reference, I'm 140 pounds now. But then I stopped working with her after the show. I didn't blow up or anything. Bless. And then I found Kiki.
Yeah. Wait,
it was
so
when
we
started coaching.
When was your first show?
September. Or no. It was October 17th of 2020.
October.
Because we started working
October
together February 21.
Yeah. So you were one of my OGs.
Yeah, you were doing. It was your first. It was the first. It was a sale you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're here.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's so weird to think about. We'll have to do a date for our.
We do. Yeah. I think I need to put that in my calendar.
I know.
That's cool. I think everybody's, we were talking beforehand about how your story wasn't very exciting, but it's so cute and it's so typical. Girls are like, oh, I want a bikini coat. I want to be on a bikini show. Let me Google search. That looks fun. Okay, cool. And know nothing about it.
Literally nothing. There's so much to learn.
Yeah. It's just kind of once, because you can go down a rabbit hole really far or really fast.
And find some weird shit.
Yeah. But that's fun.
Yeah. So that's and then I fell in love with it. the one girl that I knew that did the show, after I competed, she texted me and was like, will you do another one? Because I don't think she was like wanting, like she hated her prep, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, heck yeah, like I loved it.
That's what happens sometimes if you have like a bad first show experience, whether it's your coach or just the plan or just, you know, your manager just not be into it, like it can ruin like, you know, ruin people. So I think it's definitely important to do your research. I mean, I didn't do my research when I first got into this. But yeah, I think so. For me, I was a college cheerleader, and that was kind of just my identity since I was, well, not college, but I was a cheerleader ever since I could walk. I mean, I remember sitting underneath my dad's basketball coaching chair, like when he was a high school basketball coach. When I was like 3, I had my own little cheerleader uniform and was just like watching. So that was like my identity. And when I graduated college, I was like, wait, what? Now what?
Right?
Who am I? And so when me and Preston, we moved to Chicago right out of undergrad for me, graduate school for him, and we ended up moving in like half a block away from a big, really nice gym, and it was like $80 a month or something, like really expensive, but it came with personal training, and I just took him up on it, you know, like I don't know what I'm doing, like show me what I'm doing. I know how to like hold myself in the air with people, like I'm holding people, but I don't know how to like lift things or like proper stuff. So did personal training as with a couple guys at that gym. I was also a sales rep for that gym, and I was really good at my job. So all of the trainers like just wanted to train me because I could like sell their services. So yeah, it was, that's kind of how I first got into lifting, and really just being able to see what I was capable of doing and transforming myself. And at that time, like our company's firewall was the only website that you could get onto was bodybuilding.com. This was in like 2014. So when bodybuilding.com was like at its prime. So I would like finish my sales calls and then just like read all the forums. And that's where bodybuilding coaches used to kind of like go back and forth before, you know, Instagram and Reddit and just kind of like those YouTube type things. So I would just like read everything, read all the articles, and just was like, I want to do this. This sounds fun. And I knew I was going to be going back to Jacksonville at some point when I was in grad school. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. So I was working for the Super Bowl at the time, and I was actually able to make some money in the sports world, which is really not like anything. It's a hard, long time. But anyways, so I used that like stipend money that I earned from working the Super Bowl to pay for my coaching. I just typed in bodybuilding coach in Jacksonville. And then there was the first person that popped up, I was like, okay, send him my pictures. Like, I had no idea what was going on. And I just kind of dove headfirst into it, and it was bad. I ended up losing like 20 pounds in the first like month and a half of working with this male coach, and just like destroying my body. I didn't know any better. So and I was in a building phase at that point. Building. And then I was like, okay, I'm finally moving to Jacksonville. Like, let's start prep. And he was like, okay, I still want to build you. And then he sent me like an updated plan. It was like less food. It was like 800 calories. And I was like, I don't question. I'm confused. Like, I know I don't know anything. However, I just guess that this
Something
is not
isn't right.
right. Yeah. Like I've been doing science experiments on myself at that point for like 3 years, just like different diets and macros and all this stuff, learning myself. But I was like, maybe this is what competition stuff is. So I just like did it, and I was dumb. Anyways, he was like, well, if you have any questions, like most, like my clients just like do what I say. And I'm like, okay, bye. So then I was like, I need a new coach.
Oh my god.
So yeah. And then I ended up, finding a different coach and did my first show that August of 2017, and got the bikini bug bit. Dexter Jackson Classic, baby, 2017. This is when the NPC was still not as prevalent as it is now. Like, to get nationally qualified, it was top 5.
Oh wow.
So I got fifth place, and I was nationally qualified. From that, I should not have been nationally qualified because I looked like a starving African child. I was just so small.
Yeah, that's another thing we could do a video on, competing at the national level when you're nationally qualified, but you shouldn't be.
Yeah, but yeah, and then I mean, I thought it was just, I don't know, something about the competition and I love dieting and being on plan and having structure. So I just like
the structure is everything. I'm surprised I got into it because I guess I'm competitive now, but I'm not. That's not who I was. Like, I wasn't in sports or anything, and I actually hated lifting when I started. But then, like, obviously, you like get the results. It's just,
I think
you get the results, and then like it's fun.
I think you're competitive with yourself, because that's how I am. Like, team sports, when I was in grad school, we had this thing called the O'Malley Cup, and it was like the first years versus the second years doing like sports things. Dude, I hated it. Like, I will not do team sports. No. So I think the thing with bodybuilding is like, it's all on you, you know? And so like, I'm very competitive with myself. Like, I get mad at myself when I'm like doing something stupid, and it's like, I know that I'm doing, you know, it's like, but yeah. And now we're here, you know? It's cool to like think how different life experiences can kind of like push people to want to get to the stage for whatever reason. Sometimes it's just like a bucket list item for people. I think a lot of my younger girls that I have now, it's like a product and result of Instagram. Yeah. And I try to like take that out of it for them. Like, I don't want them to experience bodybuilding through Instagram. Like, I want them to like want to do it for other reasons. So they're probably thinking I'm psycho. But
no, that's good, because like, we'll look at like both of us, like, we didn't know anything, and no one was explaining anything to us. Don't take advantage of. I don't feel I was like taken advantage of or wrecked or anything.
Oh my god, yeah, no.
Because
I think you were fine.
Yeah, I was totally fine, but like,
it can definitely happen.
Yeah, don't freaking do that to little girls.
Yeah. Thank you. We will be here. There are big muscles underneath this bolero. I'll fuck you up. Yeah, I guess if you guys have any questions about our journey, or want to hear more, or want to ask questions, comment down below. Let us know what you guys want to see or what you want us to talk about. All things bikini. Yeah. Or just
you can go creep our Instagrams and see our first shows if you want.
Yeah.
Mine is at Beckyn_Bikini.
At Keekers Laugh _IFBB Pro.